team leader at Midwest Leadership Training for Christ. And it has just been an honor to be a part of this program for so many years, and especially this year. I think we've come off of a convention that's just a record setter, one that is just very, very encouraging. This year we had slightly more participants, but we awarded many more award plates, which tells us that the kids that we have are doing a lot more for the Lord, and we're really excited about that. We're excited about having more observers. I'm even excited about having hotel overflow problems. Those are the kind of problems that I enjoy. We had a great year together, and we're looking forward to the next year as well. I am blessed to be a part of this organization because I work on several boards within LTC that are filled with godly people who give time they don't have to give, who have a heart for our young people, have a heart for the Lord's work, and we seek to make Midwest Leadership Training for Christ about leadership training for Christ. There's lots of leadership training stuff out there. Just ask Google. But as far as leadership training in the way that Christ lived, in the way that Christ worked, in what Christ has called us to do, that's a different story, and that's what we want to be a part of. Now we come to a point here that there is one topic that I feel like I need to address. There's a tool that we put in place years ago. It's intended for good. It's intended to provide a challenge. It's intended to provide an encouragement for our young people, and that is the award system. You probably recognize, perhaps you're a part of this because you appreciate the non-competitive nature of how the events are put together. One of our philosophical foundation stones is that we don't want one student needing to be better than another student, or one church better than another church. We don't feel like that has any place in the body, and yet it creeps in. It's a part of our fabric. It's a part of our society, and so we walk a very fine line in trying to use something from our culture in a way that will glorify God and help other people be closer to Him. Now, our system is not perfect. Never will it be perfect. It is something that we've worked on. We've added the rubrics. We encourage our evaluators to add helpful comments to the awards pages, and we do a lot of work on that. It's not perfect. We make mistakes. We try to correct the mistakes when they're made. However, I do want to really say that a gold does not equal encouragement. So there's this idea that anything less than a gold is not encouraging. In my opinion, I think we probably make the golds a little too easy to get, because leadership training is about doing hard work. It's not about the leftovers. And over my years, as hard as we've tried, I have seen people get golds who didn't work very hard at it at all. And I've seen people take participants home that were kids who had given their all. And we try to avoid that, but sometimes it happens. And one of the things that we need to emphasize here as a family is, sometimes life just happens that way. Even the intentions of the good intentions of the best people sometimes don't go as we planned. So let me encourage you to encourage our young people, to encourage our adults, to encourage our coaches, to let them know how much we appreciate them, how much we love them no matter what the award is, and that what matters is that a person is doing their best for God, and that God will work through that. And let us not forget that sometimes God works most mightily in the smallest ways from our viewpoint. Jesus served. Jesus went the extra mile. Jesus called on us to go the extra mile as well. So what I would hope for from this convention and from future ones is that our young and not so young people go home and go the extra mile for Jesus. Going the extra mile for people who don't know Jesus, and sometimes that forgotten part of going the extra mile for other believers and people who do know Jesus, because we all need that. Jesus was pretty smart about this. I also hope that the called out theme for next year causes us to look for ways to share the gospel. That's why we hand out the bracelets. That's why we wanted to make that connection that we are called to share this great news about Jesus. And we want to put things in people's hands so they can do that. I hope that the different events allow our kids to get that done next year. That is great. I hope that there is confidence in stepping uh, out of one's comfort zone, of stepping out and leading for Jesus and knowing that God doesn't make junk. And regardless of how something may go from our human perspective, and so much of what we do is subjective. It's about encouragement, it's about helping people along, and um, to make sure that we submit that idea to God, that we submit what we're doing to Him, and that we're doing our very best for Him. And know that the confidence in being different from the way the world does things, because Jesus was different in how He did things. Thank you so much for making LTC a wonderful thing this year. I hope and pray as we move forward that we'll continue to glorify God and glorify Him even more. If there's anything that any of us can do to be helpful, please let us know. God bless.
Lord,